I want to thank y'all so much for coming out and inviting me to speak to you all about my breast cancer journey. My name is Mrs. Tara Ann Harper. I am one of the instructors here for medical coding and billing, but I teach at night. So I teach at another college during the day, and then I have my own consulting firm that I do during the day. Hey, how you doing, Mrs. Stacia? Amen, amen. How you doing, Dr. Williams, Dr. Hawk? How y'all doing? Good to see you too. And so I'm here today in honor of October. I call it Pink October. Pink is the new color for the fall season. And to speak to y'all about my breast cancer story, my breast cancer journey. Uh, Now, let's go back. I'm 49 years old. So I'm going to go back all the way to uh, age 24 years old. Okay. In my early 20s, I was in 5 auto accidents back to back within a 5-year span. 4 was not my fault. One kind of was, but 4 weren't. And so every now and then, I still get, when I drive like that. And so one of the last accidents I had, it totaled out my car. It made my car like a V. And so the seatbelt had lashed me so hard across my breast that I had developed a cyst in there. And so went to the doctor. At that time, I was working for Kelsey Sebo Clinic, and they checked me out, one of the surgeons. And so I never thought about cancer because you're young, you're 24 at the time, you don't think you're infected with it. All you know is, oh, I had an accident and there's a cyst in my right boob. So, and they checked it out. And he said, oh, it's just a benign tumor. It's not cancerous or anything. Now, I heard the doctor say that, but it didn't register to me at the time. Benign tumor or it's non-cancerous. It still didn't hit me. All I could think about was the auto accident and it lashed across my breast. Now, speed dial up to 2010. I was working for a prestigious hospital here in Houston as the coding and billing specialist for home health and the home health division. And I was healthy. I was having my mammograms every year. And then I knew since that time at 24 years old with my surgeon, he said, you're going to have a mammogram done every year just to make sure your breast is okay. But still again, in my 20s, 24, 25, 26, it still did not dawn on me what he was saying. All I knew was the seatbelt lashed across my breast and it developed a cyst in there, which was a benign tumor. It still didn't register to me as a scare. All I knew was, okay, I have to do this. So every year since the age of 24, I would have my well woman exam. How many ladies in here would have a well woman exam? Okay. Anytime younger ladies, hello, how many of y'all in here are 18 years old? Well, let's start off 17. Because sometimes y'all can finish high school a little early. 17? Okay, 18. Okay, so starting at 18 years old, y'all need to have y'all well woman exam. It's very important. And I say that because I worked in the insurance industry for 12 years. And I had a coworker who was, I think she was about 20, well, she was 21 at the time she was diagnosed, but we were both like 27, 28. And she was diagnosed with breast cancer at 21 years old. So I'm saying to you young ladies, don't think because you're 18, 19, I'm not speaking that over your life. I am giving you words of wisdom and warning to check yourself, especially if it's in your family. Grandma, auntie, big mama, mud deal, whoever you are relative to may have breast cancer, ovarian cancer, uterine cancer. You need to have that checked because the breast plays a role with your reproductive area. Okay, so I'm gonna have see. I'm tape recording this so I can put this on my Facebook because I have a business Facebook and I have a personal Facebook. Okay, so anyway, um, so what I've done, I will have myself checked every year, and then once I have myself checked, I checked out. Insurance was always a medical necessity that I had to have it checked, my mammogram every year because I wasn't 40 years old at the time. So once you get 40, they expect you to have your mammogram every year. But again, ladies, if you have it in your genes, in your gene pool, your sister, your niece, whomever, you need to inquire that of your doctor and say, hey, this is hereditary. I need to have a mammogram done just to make sure I'm okay. Even if it's just every 2 years, ask of that, and they'll have medical necessity to check that. So, is after they done that, I had my mammogram done. I registered fine in 2010. All of a sudden, 2011, I went through some hate. You know, haterade. Yeah, I've been around people that have haterade, right? Haterade, work environments, haterade. And all that stress caused me to build up a lot of stuff in my body, toxicity in my body. If you don't release stress properly, you will build up toxicity in the body. And all of a sudden, I noticed a nodule started appearing in my in my right breast. So after that started appearing, you okay, baby? After that started appearing, then it started getting bigger. So it was hard for me to lay down on my right side. It was hard for me to lay down, comfortably. My arm was like this. And of course, I'm married, so my husband is feeling on me. And he's like, what is this? What is this? What is this? So in my mind, I'm like, oh, it's a benign tumor. No big deal. When I go back into the workforce, whatever, because I was off work trying to finish up my MBA. I said, when I get back into the workforce, I'll get some insurance and they'll remove it like they did when I was 24 years old. No big deal, la, la, la. He's like, okay. Then I noticed it started getting bigger and bigger. Now, me being a health educator and educating these women like I do y'all now, I didn't think cancer would happen to me because I'm always cautious. I read a lot, things of that nature. So when I went to the doctor, I got hired back on to teaching, went to the doctor, went to the mammogram, and then they say, ma'am, have a seat in the waiting room. I said, okay. We need to check your mammogram again. I said, oh, okay, no big deal. I done had that thing before. Sometimes they didn't get a good picture or whatever. So then they squeeze my boobs again. And then they say, see. I said, oh, okay. So then I said, Miss Harper, we need you to come back and we need to do an ultrasound on your breast. I'm like, okay. So they did an ultrasound on my breast, and then she goes, hold on, I need to get the radiologist. I'm like, you know what? What's up? It's 2:00. I want to get off. I have another business meeting to get to at Luby's, and I'm ready for my Luann platter, and I'm ready to eat and talk business and go home. Okay. So the radiology doctor comes in, Dr. Herbie, and she says, they checking my breast with the ultrasound. So, I can't see because they got me kind of covered up like this, but you can hear the whispers. And I'm like, okay. So then they set me up and they say, Miss Harper,